If you think this Mazda MX3 looks poised and ready for action, you're right. But this new Econo Sport Coupe is getting into the game with two strikes already against it. First, there's a recession going on that's seriously affecting sales for all automakers. And second, the Econo Sport roster is full of seasoned players. Cars like the Geostorm, the Hyundai Scoop, and the Nissan NX. But in the car game, two strikes doesn't necessarily mean you're in trouble. This small, good-looking MX3 GS packs a unique swing all its own, and it could be just enough to score a home run for Mazda. Our top-of-the-line Mazda MX3 GS certainly gets points for styling, managing to fit more flashy curves on its 96.3-inch wheelbase than many cars twice its size. It leads off with an aerodynamic snout that features a deep chin spoiler, flush headlights, and integral fog lamps. The tail shows a definite RX-7 influence with its large, rounded hatch glass. But the smoked mini window that nestles under the GS's rear wing won't be found on any other Mazda product. 15-inch alloy wheels complete this distinctive package. This styling theme continues inside. The cockpit looks like a cockpit with plenty of curves and a clean, efficient dash layout. And it's unique to the MX3, not borrowed from a lesser sedan like its Econo Sport competitors. The MX3's low roof height means that you will have to crouch a bit to get inside, like a true sports car. But once you're there, you'll find plenty of room and firm, supportive bucket seats. While a few of the dash switches are hidden by the steering wheel, most, like the ventilation controls, are easy to reach and a snap to use. A very pleasant surprise is the MX3's relatively spacious rear seat. Yes, legroom is still very tight, but the one-piece seatback folds to increase trunk space, which is quite good to start with. But a high liftover makes loading heavy bags difficult. All very nice, you're probably thinking, but where's that something special? Right here under the hood, in the form of a 130 horsepower 1.8-liter V6 engine. It's the smallest 6 available in the U.S. and the only one in the Econo Sport class. The base car uses a 1.6-liter inline-4 with 88 horsepower. On our GS, there's plenty of front-drive torque steer, as the diminutive 6 spits out its 115 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 takes 8.2 seconds, and a quarter mile is 16.4 seconds at 83 miles per hour. Both good, if not stellar, numbers for a class of car where performance is supposed to come second to practicality. Where the V6 outclasses all of its 4-cylinder competitors is in smoothness and its wider, flatter power band. 5-speed manual gearbox is standard. It's precise but a bit notchy. A 4-speed auto is optional. Where the MX3 does share component design is in its suspension, but while loosely based on the 323 Protégé, it has been tuned specifically for the MX3. As a result, the front McPherson struts and rear transverse links provide crisp, predictable handling, but with more body roll than a 323. You can also easily drift the tail in fast corners, something a 323 will resist to the end. The MX3 is a lot of fun to drive. 4-wheel disc and optional ABS stop our test car at an average of 109 feet from 60. There was a slight sideways pull under braking, but the pedal provides plenty of feel. On the open road, the MX3's softer springs provide a great ride for such a short wheelbase. It also delivers excellent mileage. EPA estimates of 23 city, 28 highway were bettered by our test loop of 30. But the most important numbers are on the price tag. The base MX3 cost $11,000, about in line with the Geostorm and Nissan NX, but more than a Hyundai Scoop or Toyota Paseo. Our V6 GS starts at $13,800 and tops out fully optioned at a rather steep $17,695. Without the sunroof, power windows, and CD, the price drops to $16,115. But no other car of its type comes close to the MX3's style or offers a V6 engine. It's also the most distinctive car in its class, sharing less with lesser Mazda models. And that may be enough to make the Mazda MX3 the champion of the Econo Sport clan. It's a neat set of wheels. And we'll have more thoughts after this one spends some time in our long-term test fleet.